Prosecutors in Long Island say the DNA cheek swab from the suspected Gilgo Beach serial killer matches the DNA on the pizza box that cracked the case open. But is that evidence strong enough for a jury to find Rex Heuermann guilty? NewsNation correspondent Laura Ingle is live on Long Island. Laura, you spoke to a forensic expert about this latest DNA evidence. Did they think that it actually closes the case?
Hi, Brian. Well, there's a lot of debate about this evidence. And, law enforcement always says, as we know, you can't outrun DNA. It's going to be a big part of this case. There are a lot of victims here. And investigators this week revealed that they were able to scientifically reinforce a key piece of evidence. Listen.
While it's not to be discredited as a lead in the investigation, it also is, again, not proof that someone has committed this crime.
Forensic experts weighing in on the news that the DNA sample obtained by prosecutors from a cheek swab of Rex Heuermann is consistent with the DNA found on a pizza crust discarded by the suspect that helped lead to an arrest. Back in July, when investigators took Rex Heuermann into custody for 3 of the Gilgo 4 murders, they used that DNA from the pizza crust sample to compare the DNA on a hair found on the burlap with victim Megan Waterman's remains. Here is what the Suffolk County DA and Rex Heuermann's defense attorney had to say about the discovery.
And I think it's going to be the same thing because the pizza box and the buccal swab are the same. It's the same profile.
There's nobody on the face of this earth that's credible is going to say that hair is my client's hair. It's impossible under science standards. What they can do is say he could potentially be a donor for that hair, but so could thousands and thousands of other people just in our area.
Prosecutors have said that the mitochondrial DNA helped investigators establish that 99.96% of the North American population can be excluded from the male hair found on Megan Waterman, noting that Rex Heuermann cannot.
Hair is very easily transferred from one place to another to another. You can go to a party and pick up someone's head hair that was on a couch that you sat on and carry it to the scene of a crime, and that person was never at the scene of the crime. So again, that also has to be considered that, while it's not to be discredited as a lead in the investigation, it also is, again, not proof that someone has committed this crime.
All right, so the next court hearing in this case is going to be November 15th. There will be another hearing on October 2nd. That's about the gun issue, the guns that were taken out of the house and who's going to end up with them. We'll get to that on October 2nd, but November 15th, the next actual court hearing for Rex Heuermann. And we'll continue to monitor these court filings because that's how we've been able to find out a lot about the movement going forward in this case. And we'll bring it to you as we get it. Brian?
Yeah, the gun issue is going to be interesting because Heuermann's family wants to sell those guns. They're apparently worth a lot of money, a couple of $100,000. We know you'll be watching it closely. Laura Ingle, thank you so much.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.